How many Ferrari Restomods can you think of? Probably not too many. This one in particular is quite special because recently I had the chance to go down to Florida at the Automobile 2021 show and get a personal tour from the mastermind that created this masterpiece. So enjoy as Gian Luca Maggiore gives us a personal tour of his 308 Restomod. Mr. Maggiore.
Hi guys.
This is your incredible 308 Restomod. Tell us a little bit about what inspired this for you as a young person.
Yeah, of course. Okay, actually when I was a kid I was used to look at Magnum PI and I was dreaming to be like Tom Selleck. So now that I'm a bit older I try to do something similar and to like live again this kind of 80s style vintage atmosphere, but with a modern touch. So that's why I decided to bring back the 308. That I think it's an iconic car. It's a special design from Ferrari. So we took a 308, a normal 308, and we just transformed it into something special.
Yeah, feel free to walk us around whatever you want to.
We redesigned completely all the body. All the body is redesigned and built in carbon fiber. So all the panels are carbon fiber. We widened it a little bit just to give some more cute, sexy shape to the car. Because the 80s was nice but quite too flat, especially on the side. So we just, redesigned completely each panel, and that was the point, to recreate something very close to the original one, but with a modern touch, with some new. I don't know how to say, but new soul. It's a modern touch. So we completely redesigned the body and also the mechanics. We have new wheels, bigger wheels. We have rainbow brake system, aluminum suspension, and the engine also we have completely redesigned internal parts. The basement is the original one, the Ferrari, but we have redesigned everything. We have redesigned all pistons, valves, injection, all the components. We have different specs for the engine, and it can arrive to up to 400 horsepower. This is the more conservative version. Then we have also like the racing spec with the air trumpet and more fancy stuff. We have blended this, like the interiors. This is a custom-made product, so you can decide everything about this car. Also, this color is we studied this color that we call Sunset at Forte Marmi. Forte Marmi is the city where we are, and it's a touch of we call the Rossodino, orange Rossodino, but with a touch of power. So as you can see, it's a little more powerful. Also, the interiors we have redone completely, and we put the gear knob in marble because we come from the marble city in Italy. It's just a little touch to see how the customization can be. We have also redesigned the front compartment with the luggages matching with the interiors.
And again, every part of the body is carbon fiber. You can see it all exposed here. Just beautiful.
And I think the hardest thing when we designed this car was the front part, because we just decided to take out the pop-up lights for tourism homologation and weight, because actually the weight was crazy. So it was not easy to redesign this front part without changing the character of the car. So, but finally, I think we did a quite nice job. We put the DLR for the light day lights, and then we hide the real lights just here. So if you look from the front, it's quite more aggressive now. It has just some reminder of the 288 GTO, especially from this side. And then we just had some touch of the 250 GTO in the tail with this shape that give like the dynamism to to the car.
Really beautiful, real subtle. I like that. So tell us about the blue, the little blue accents everywhere.
Actually, because we were looking for something special, really special, so we involved a design studio from Amsterdam to find really a special combination. And when they told us, okay, we can do red orange with light blue, we say, oh come on, it's a Ferrari. How can it be possible? But actually, the result is crazy.
Really stunning.
Because it's something rare, something unique, and that's why we want to transmit to the people. I mean, we want to create only 40 pieces of this car, totally custom made, so there will be 40 unique pieces all over the world, and the client can decide everything and can work with us to create something special.
Right. This is completely unique. If this drives by you, you'll always know that it's this. And I love that. And it's so detailed, it's even down in the wheels. Look at that.
Yeah, unfortunately the weather today, and I mean this week was not nice, so
it's been pretty rough.
Yeah, but yeah, we try to really take much care on all details to be super stunning.
So
also, I show you.
Yeah.
This is also where we hide the tank, the fuel tank, in this carbon fiber pocket.
Beautiful, beautiful. You're telling me the interior bits are all aluminum, or some of the trim is aluminum?
Yeah, actually we have completely, redesigned all the door panel, and then we redesigned all the aluminum stuff, also all the lever of the clima, everything is all brand new in anodized aluminum.
Wow.
Just completely redesigned.
And then you were also telling us that a customer could spec a more modern dash if they wanted it.
Yeah, exactly. We have another version that is a little more modern, that with like a digital dashboard and some more modern features. But
like you said, really this whole car is customizable.
Yeah.
So if the client comes to you and wants to do something totally bespoke and unique, you guys are up for that.
That's right.
Very cool. Any other little details we should know about on it?
Okay, we put like the glass on the engine, like the new Ferraris, that before there was not. And also here, the spoiler and carbon fiber has more functionality than the original one. As you can see, we changed the inclination. And, we had a diffuser on rear part.
Oh wow.
And then you can see the exhaust, stainless steel exhaust, that really sounds like orchestra.
It
Especially
does.
when it arrives at 8,500 RPM.
Yeah.
Because this is a natural aspirated engine and manual gear shift box, so really analog driving experience like in the 80s. But
I can only imagine. Do you know how much it weighs by any chance?
yeah. Now it's about 1,200 kilo. We cut like 150 to 100 kilos. It was a hard job, but we did it. And then that's why 400 horsepower is quite enough to, without electronic controls, to enjoy this kind of.
To be properly scary?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, yeah, because this one runs around 300 horsepower, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's how much more than the original?
The original has 240.
So 60 more horsepower.
And the fact is that actually, especially on this version that has only, let me say only 300 horsepower, but it has a nice torque, a low hand, so it's very fun to drive even with
Punchy.
only 300 horsepower. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I would imagine, considering how much weight you've saved,
Exactly.
considering how small it is, and how you guys have redesigned even stuff like the suspension, like the control arms. This has got to be intense to drive fast. What does it feel like? Because I know you've test driven this at full speed in many places.
Yeah, we test in a racetrack, we test it on the mountain roads, and you don't look at the speed, never, because you really enjoy the driving. You have to, just stay on the wheel drive, on the gear, on the brakes, and it's the feeling. It's not like the numbers.
Right, your attention is very focused.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something that you drive, and when you get out, you really smile.
when was the first time that you realized, because you've been dreaming about this since you were young, when's the first time you realized I might actually be able to do it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long process, and I studied along the market, what other people was doing, and actually I start thinking in real about this project about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then about 2 years ago, I decided to launch this new venture. Okay, COVID was not
a problem at the time.
Because I just launched the project, and after like 3 months, the COVID stopped everything. So it was not easy to go on, but we did it because I think that we worked it. Now we are trying to bring around the world that the situation, the pandemic situation, is better. So hope to meet a lot of people to show this car.
Awesome. As you're putting the design together, did you guys kind of finalize most everything and then start work? Or were you working on it and finalizing as you went?
Yeah, actually it was a strange process because when you touch this kind of car that is an iconic car, it has a history, heritage, and everybody can understand what is the shape and the character. It's very easy to ruin the shape, to change too much, to be excessive. So the process go back and forward and many times, because sometimes we decide to do something, but then we realize that it was too much for this kind of project, so we come back. So it was a continuing process, building process, design process, concept process to arrive at the final shape. Actually, we are still working on on some details, on something that we can modify, or we can update, or we can propose to the client as option. For example, the more modern version for the interiors is one of these, because we wanted to keep this model very close to the original one, even if it's brand new, painted new. But someone, especially young guys, wanted some more modern, some more close to this day. So we also have this kind of option and to give to the people.
Yeah, and I think you've kind of hit the nail on the head here, because it's modern enough on the exterior, modern lighting, a little bit more punchy drivetrain, more modern suspension, braking, all that good stuff. Where can people find more information about the car?
Yeah, okay, you can find on our social media, so Instagram, Facebook, and our website, so www.automobili.maggiore.com, and also Automobili.Maggiore on Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing it with us. Totally amazing car. Go look him up. It sounds way better than any video would ever translate.
Thank you.
So after spending this time with Mr. Maggiore, I think I kind of have a better understanding of why almost nobody else does Ferrari Restomods. And it's because of how restrained he had to be in the process. Every little detail was agonized over to create this masterpiece. And I think that's why no one else tries it, because it's pretty hard. And it's impressive that Maggiore has pulled it off as perfectly, as beautifully as he has. So many thanks to Mr. Maggiore for spending the time with us. Before we go, enjoy this clip of the 308 on the dyno.